A man who sold the Eiffel Tower for scrap to a businessman who paid him in cash and then thanked him for the opportunity. A thief who walked out of the most famous museum on Earth with the most famous painting on Earth tucked under his coat, past the guards, through the front door, into the street. A robber so beloved that when the police finally caught up with him, the public threw him a welcome home party. Ah, the bold criminal, history's most entertaining problem. Because here's the thing about crime. Most of it is sad, desperate, and forgettable. But every once in a while, someone commits one with so much sheer audacity, so much style, so much nerve, that the world forgets to be angry and just sits there, slack-jawed, going, okay, but how? These are those people. Here are 5 criminals whose boldness was so absurd, it didn't get them forgotten. It made them legends. Ranked from, that's pretty gutsy, to no way that actually worked. Number 5, Vincenzo Peruggia. It's August 1911, and the Mona Lisa is hanging in the Louvre in Paris, which is already the most famous museum in the world, and the painting is, well, it's a painting. People like it. It's not yet the global icon it's about to become, and ironically, the man at number 5 is the reason it becomes that icon in the first place. See, Vincenzo Peruggia was an Italian handyman who actually worked inside the Louvre, which meant he knew 2 very useful things: where the Mona Lisa was, and that on Mondays the museum was closed to the public for cleaning. So on Monday, August 21st, Peruggia simply showed up to work like he had every right to be there. Because as far as anyone could tell, he did. Walked up to the most valuable painting in France, lifted it off the wall, carried it into a nearby stairwell, popped it out of its frame, tucked the bare wooden panel under his white worker's smock, and walked out. That's it. That's the whole heist. No alarms because there weren't really any. No guards stopping him because why would a workman carrying something be suspicious in a museum full of workmen carrying things? He strolled out a side door and went home for lunch. And now here's the part that's genuinely hard to believe. Nobody noticed for over 24 hours. The blank spot on the wall was assumed to be the painting getting photographed or cleaned. It wasn't until the next day that someone went, "Hey, where's the Mona Lisa?" And the answer came back, "We were hoping you knew." When France finally realized the most famous painting in the country had simply walked out the front door, the nation lost its mind. The borders were checked. The Louvre closed for a week. The poet Guillaume Apollinaire got arrested over it, and he in turn pointed fingers at a young up-and-coming painter named Pablo Picasso, who got hauled in for questioning. Yes, that Picasso. Meanwhile, the actual painting was sitting in a trunk in Peruggia's tiny Paris apartment, about 2 miles away, where it stayed for 2 whole years while he basically forgot to have a plan for what to do next.